Sometimes it is these unregulated forays into the unknown that can be the most rewarding of all. So I commend this book with the hope that it motivates anyone who hears it to consider how he or she can live a life that incorporates a spirit of adventure. And I wish you a good listen and many happy travels. Ranulph Fiennes.
Introduction. The spirit of adventure is an amazing thing. At its simplest level, it's a quality that will bring lots of fun into your life, help you see incredible sights, and become friends with some interesting people. It will spur you on to explore the world around you, which, in turn, will provide a brainful of memories to dive into and cherish for the rest of your life. However, there's much more to it than that. It's something more important and more profound too. Tapping into your sense of adventure, feeling it and letting it grow can make you a better, more humble version of yourself. Travelling to some of the world's most extreme places, testing my body, mind and soul in challenging conditions, and learning how to get through them has shaped my entire life. It's helped me evolve as a person in all sorts of different ways. At times, it's been simply appreciating the value of humility and being respectful to the people and cultures I encounter. I've had to learn practical skills too, and it's incredible how much inner confidence you can muster just by knowing you have the ability to solve a problem. On other occasions, it's been a lot more complicated. I've been in places where my mind and spirit have been put under pressure and I've been forced to find a way of resolving inner turmoil. That's not always easy to do, but sometimes it takes an extreme situation to confront some of the issues that hold you back in your life. It can be tough, but it can also be cathartic. Reaching a better understanding of your inner self can be difficult to do when wrapped up in day-to-day life. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone in order to move forward. I started writing this book with a very clear purpose in mind. I wanted to encourage people to make room for exploits that give them a sense of fulfillment only really attainable when there's an element of risk. At times it becomes easy to settle into a comfort zone. We get into routines that become harder to break the longer we follow them. Then, before we know it, time has marched on, and we have missed an opportunity to do something that will truly lift our spirits. One of my favourite things is planning an expedition. Pulling together all the various arrangements that need to be made, feeling the anticipation mount as another bit of your plan clicks into place, that little skip in your heart as you tick off another day until your journey begins. I love it all. The entries in this book are designed to get your senses twitching in the same way. None of them are easy. They all involve an element of danger, and each will test your character. If you're going to attempt any of them, you'll need to put in the hours first. What you won't find in these pages are specific instructions on how to have an adventure. You'll need to decide how to approach your travels for yourself. We are all different, after all. What I hope you will find is a colourful portrait of what it feels like to be out there, taking risks and pushing yourself to the limit in incredible places. I've tried to convey some of the emotions that make being out there so addictive. The elation when you finally get a fire going without matches or fuel. The mix of relief and exhilaration when a rain shower comes and replenishes your dwindling water supplies. The delayed rush of satisfaction that comes when you look back at a dizzyingly high mountain ridge and recall how you traversed it earlier in the day. Hopefully, one or two passages will raise a smile too. You don't have to take yourself too seriously just because you're embarking on a serious venture. Some of the entries are challenges I've undertaken myself. Surviving for 2 months on a desert island was one of the hardest and most rewarding things I've ever experienced. I've tried to offer some idea of the psychological pressure that living in total isolation can trigger, but also a taste of the joys that are part and parcel of such an intense exploit. Picking 2 points on a map and walking between them is the kind of idiosyncratic challenge that gives me a buzz. The thought that you could well be the only person in the history of humanity to have picked a certain route through an untouched wilderness